Welcome back to Crosshair here on the GDQ Hotfix. My name is Dangerous, and this is the show that features runs with bullets. First-person shooters, third-person shooters, shmups, bullet hells, lasers, rockets, grenades, steampunk, and shotgun shells. If it's got bullets in it, you can find it here on Crosshair. If you get a run that you think qualifies for any of our GDQ Hotfix shows, we are taking runs for our winter season, so head on over to gdq.gg/submit/hotfix. Always get that URL wrong, and submit your runs. You might end up on a future episode of the GDQ Hotfix. Folks, I am a big fan of Souls games, a medium-sized fan of Souls games, and one of my favorites is Lies of P. And so I asked my good buddy Colonel Fats to come back after his run at AGDQ and do a little run back for us from his AGDQ run to this show today. But that's not gonna last a whole show, and so I thought, what else would be a good accompaniment to Lies of P? Well, if you've played the game, it wears its inspiration pretty heartily on its sleeve. The game definitely draws a lot from Bloodborne, and so I thought, Bloodborne's got bullets. Let's do a little Lies of P Bloodborne crossover. So we're going to be leading today off with Bloodborne All Bosses Glitchless with Genso. So Genso, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm Genso. I'm a Bloodborne speedrunner. I started speedrunning Blood late 2021, early 2022. I've touched just about every category. Really excited to be here, though. I'm going to be running all bosses. Every boss in Bloodborne in our standard. Excited to get into it.
Heck yeah. Ready when you are.
Got character creation already. 3, 2, 1, and
good luck.
This game throws a lot at you. Over the years, I've seen a lot. I think you know what to expect. You always find something new. Always a new. Yeah, we wake up on the big table, and I'm not the most amazing Bloodborne. But I do know enough, and that our character is sick, and they came here to Yharnam because they heard about something called the healing. Just been infused with that and making our. But glitchless, a lot of people ask, like, how does Bloodborne define glitch? Every Souls game even sort of has their own take on what glitchless.
Very true.
Bloodborne, it's pretty straightforward. There are no skips in this run, any kind. All the bosses are fought straight up. No these tactics. Do have very solid strats for fighting the bosses. A lot of them get deleted pretty quickly. No gimmicks really. Do all of the fight. Coming through here, picking up a item. Make the first fight a little easier. You may have noticed that I didn't actually take a starting weapon here with the game. It's because there is actually a weapon. It's up here, and since this is glitchless and we are not doing any skips, the weapon is hanging from this body that I'm going to use for the first part of the run until we go to the dream later and I'll actual rest of the boss spear. First 3 bosses I'll pick up it. It's actually pretty interesting. This run ends up being glitchless run. RTA ends up being about the same glitch run. specifically because of all the quit outs that are required to perform. Bloodborne has no way skipping logos every time you quit out, so each one of those quit outs is about 22 seconds to get back into the game. A lot of times, just in RTA terms, about the same. Coming up on the... Actually, one of the toughest fights in the run, if you could, even for runners, heaviest. Boss is
this guy killed me a lot.
Very erratic boss here. We have a good strat for fighting him, but he still kind of does his own. Basically, all we're doing, getting behind him, good movement, doing backstab. Gonna transform here, time it perfectly, backstab him even out of that. And there's the first boss.
Jeez.
Already done.
Well done.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, why do we use the Molotov? Why don't we do the riposts or finishers? Well, it's because the finishers, the animation is very slow. You sort of reach into the enemy and do this really crazy visceral animation where you sort of rip blood out from their body. It's extremely long and drawn out. Kind of slow. If we just throw a Molotov at him, because when they're knocked down, when they're backstabbed, their defenses all go to absolute zero. So they take true damage while they're in that state. True damage from a Molotov is just pure fire. A lot of damage early game have any.
Nice.
Incidentally, some of the most dangerous areas to run through in this game are the early game areas. And this one is notorious for ending a lot of runs. These dogs in the door. Up here, there's like 2 different doors that they're notorious for kind of jumping into.
I died so much in this area.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh my.
I don't really blame you. It's extremely dangerous to come through here, but we need to talk to this NPC because he has a great item for early game. These 3 fire papers here, these are phenomenal. But we're going to... Oh, they're going to let me go. So I was going to quit out if they were going to block the door for me, but since they didn't, they're going to be nice and let me through. And we will definitely take that. I'm going to take off my armor here, and this is another question that gets asked a lot. Why do we take off the armor? Well, a lot of people don't know this, but in Souls games, the fall damage that you take is equivalent to every piece of equipment you have. So every piece of equipment weighs down your character and actually causes you to take more fall damage. So if we take everything off, we save a little bit of HP. It's not a game changer, but it is something we can do. Since it doesn't really lose any time to take the armor off and put it back on, we can do it all in the menus while we're moving.
You're a skilled hunter. Merciless.
So we're going to jump down here. The NPC up on the tower is going to shoot his Gatling gun at us, but we just keep going. He's not going to be able to do anything. There's a beam right here that you can fall on if you kind of skillfully manage that. Yeah, and you bypass, there's like a huge group back there. But yeah, we definitely want to put the armor back on because this next boss inflicts poison, and if you have no armor, you'll be poisoned instantly, which is not good.
Oh, I think the first time I quit out was on the upcoming boss.
Yeah.
Before that was the first time I rage quit, and then I went back to it, and then I got a little farther. But
yeah. Well, this it's pretty interesting. because this boss is actually really easy to just sort of sidestep around, and you can't really do much about it. So we'll try to get past this last wolf here. Sometimes it likes to follow you up here. It's not going to do it this time. It's really nice as well. It's really great RNG, actually. So we're going to just equip all this. But one thing, a lot of people don't realize this, but the item that's really going to carry the majority of the damage in this run are these beast blood pellets that I picked up earlier that the wolf was guarding. These multiply your damage by up to 80% as you increase the tier that's going up there. You can see the beast. As I fill that up, I do more and more and more damage, all the way up to 80%. And so we're just going to do some backstabs here, and like a 3-hit combo here, and then another backstab. This fight is already over.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's the power of beast blood pellets.
No kidding.
It's pretty crazy. And that wasn't even close to the full potential, because the weapon's unranked. Our character's still base level character. Game has a little bit of difficulty loading this area. Sometimes you'll run out onto that bridge there and there will be nothing loaded in. It's even worse on a PlayStation 4. I'm actually playing on a PS5. So we're coming into this optional area to get the true ending of this game and fight the final boss, which is required for all bosses, of course. We need to use the 3 umbilical cord pieces. And this is the first one right here. So it's a little bit of a detour. Another item that's super important is this doll set right here. And you may wonder, well, why do you need doll armor? We actually don't wear the armor, but the armor sells for a ton of blood echoes super early. And we can get approximately, I think, 16 levels from selling it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which is, I mean, you notice that I marked out, I used my hunter's mark after BSB and gave up like almost 10,000 echoes. It's because the 10,000 echoes that I gave up from killing BSB and Gascoigne is practically nothing. It's like 2 extra levels, which is, you know, not too much in terms of the long run. We actually only level up 3 times in this run, and we don't touch health. The only thing that we level up is strength and skill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we spend the entire run at base health and base stamina. Yeah, this is another pretty free fight here. We have a great strat for this fight. We're gonna break this arm with a 3-hit combo. We're gonna break this leg with a 3-hit combo. We're gonna stand and wait for our stamina to regen. We're gonna break this leg with a 3-hit combo, or 4-hit combo, excuse me. And we're gonna do 5 R1s here, just like that. We're gonna walk over here. 4 R1s here. We're gonna intentionally get hit. 2 R1s, 1 more. The fight's already over.
My god.
Yeah.
That's... You make it look so easy. This game's notorious for not being easy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the power of the pellets, honestly. I mean, I've got maxed meter, so it's like an additional 80% damage multiplier on top of my other multipliers. But I'm done with the saw spear now, so I'm not going to be using it anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. You get this item, the gold pendant from Amelia. It gives you a gem. The gem isn't super important. We're going to use it for like 1 boss that makes the fight much easier. but it's worth equipping because it makes the fight so easy. So we're onto the woods now, and this is probably the toughest part of a glitchless run because it has 2 fights back to back, as well as an NPC that's like super notorious for ending glitchless runs. So typically this is where a lot of resets happen. Typically we say Bloodborne speedruns don't get started until you're past this point. So yeah, you can't actually come through this door into the woods until you kill Amelia. There's a password to the door. You don't actually have to input the password, but you get the password. It's all story related. And I'm picking up these twin bloodstones because this is what's going to give us another level on the weapon from +3 to +4. So we're making our first trip to the dream here. Typically, you would have gone to the dream at the beginning and gotten a weapon, but I'm going to get the cutscene from the beginning of the game right now. And the doll is inactive the first time you come to the dream, so I have to quit out and reload the dream in order for her to be active so I can level up with her. There's another kind of interesting tidbit that I'm about to do, and I'll go ahead and let everybody know now. We have to kill the doll.
No.
And the reason we have to kill the doll is because she moves around after you talk to her randomly, and you have to look for her, and we don't want to look for her. So as long as we never talk to her, she'll always respawn right here, and we can just use her to level up. So I'm sorry, but it has to be done.
No. My firekeeper.
Yeah, so you can see I got a ton of levels off of that. I think it's actually 17 levels that we get.
My goodness.
Just from selling the doll set. So yeah, this is kind of a long-running segment. I'm going to be picking up a bunch of items. This run has a lot of downtime, just because it's glitchless and there's a lot of places to go.
Well, that sounds like a perfect time for me to jump in with some announcements. We're just running around to places. Yeah, folks, if you have not seen what is coming up on Hotfix this week or next week, you can always type !schedule into chat, and you can check out the full season lineup by also going to our website, gdq.gg/hotfix. And then if you are looking to get more involved in the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role, and you can stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff like myself, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and get more info about that.
Okay, so yeah, just moving through this area. There's a lot of enemies through here, but if you just keep moving, most of the time you're fine. This guy up here can be a problem, so we're gonna wait and see what he does. And yeah, that's like the quick attack. Most of his attacks are much slower than that one. Healing is a little bit tight early in this run.
I'd imagine if you didn't upgrade health at all, that makes sense.
It's mostly just the vial situation. It opens up a lot more kind of after this segment, which a lot of runs kind of die here, typically when you're going for PB attempts. So we don't usually care too much about the vials. Usually you'd either make it or you wouldn't. There's a pig here. It's the last guy who's guarding the fight with the shadows, which is actually probably the most skillful display of a fight in Bloodborne. It's probably one of the most fun and interesting fights to me. It's also very frustrating because they can sort of end you very quickly if you get bad RNG. So we're gonna just move around them here. We're gonna try to sweep all of them together. And yeah, that was okay. Hopefully nothing too crazy here. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad.
Made that look so easy, and I'm pretty sure most of chat is like, yeah, that took me 3 weeks to beat.
Yeah, well, they can do a lot of things to end you very quickly, but yeah, they gave me decent RNG right there. So this NPC is very notorious for ending runs. I'm gonna try to play it safe if I can. If she does something scary, then I'm just probably gonna have to quit out. Because she can do a lot of things that just kill you instantly. Try to watch her position too, because she can disappear on you very quickly. You think you know where she is. Okay, so she's in a great spot actually. That's wow. It's really hard to describe how lucky that is. This guy's not really an issue. He dies instantly when he touches the ground here.
Nice. Oh yeah, spider warning for anyone in chat that hasn't seen this before.
This fight is notoriously hard, and this enemy is notoriously known for being one of the worst bosses in Souls history. But with our buffs, we're gonna do a ton of damage. We're gonna clean all these guys up. And now all we gotta do is take care of the spider. We stop the teleport, and then we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. We look to the moonlight. The spawns are always the same. So there's a spawn that's going to happen there, and then the spawn is going to be right here in my face. Oh. Yeah.
Well,
unfortunately, when the boss dies, they can still kill you. So.
Still counts?
It does count. It does count as a kill.
Do you need those blood echoes badly, or?
Yeah, they'll be there. I just it's going to be a little bit of a trek to go back. It's unfortunate that it played out that way, but the boss is dead, so that's the important thing. A spider death is honestly pretty common. It's sad to say, but it happens a lot.
I remember watching a hitless run of Bloodborne a long time ago, and it took the runners so long to kill that boss because of just constantly needing to run away and then run back and then run away and then run back. It took
There were
forever.
some vials there, but maybe I'm wrong. It should be fine without them. been a while since I've checked that room. It's interesting, I don't see this area a second time. Some of the enemy positions are slightly different.
I don't think I ever actually even got here, so this is all new to me.
This game has a way of making people quit. It's typically,
I know a lot of people that were like, I hated my first playthrough of this game.
Yeah, well, I was one of them, incidentally. I played this game for the first time in 2016, and when I finished it, I said, thank God I never have to do that again. I know, the irony is...
How little you knew back
amazing.
then.
But I came back to this game because... I think it was because I wanted so badly to conquer the game that I felt was so hard years before. And
yeah,
you know, when you set your mind to something, it's amazing what you can do.
Someone in chat said my PB is 2.5 years.
So I'm actually going to take this lamp here just in case there's any craziness so we don't have to do all that again. But yeah, I just need to drop down to this area. My echoes will be there. Let's see. There they are. Okay.
Nice.
We're in business. It's pretty disheartening in a real PB attempt when you kill the boss, though, and that happens. The spider will come in, immediately ruin it with a belly flop or something. So this area is also very notorious for being dangerous because there's a ton of mobs and they do a lot of damage, but mostly we have good lines here and we get past it without a whole lot of issue. Just keep running. This guy likes to shoot. Well, he's just not gonna, I guess he's gonna shoot late. Usually he shoots in front, but he's keeping me honest today. It's good of him to do that. So yeah, if you path correctly, these women right here that are praying won't stand up. They'll just keep praying. We need this key here to go to Upper Cathedral, and I guess I'm going to do a gesture. That's another thing that this game's infamous for, motion gestures. When you press X, that you can't turn off. So that was a big W for Sony.
He's just cheering that he got the key.
You can
get to the Upper Cathedral.
You can lose up to like 5-6 seconds depending on what gesture the game decided that you did.
Oh, jeez.
There's, yeah, the sit-down gesture, it's not like Dark Souls 3 where if you were to do a motion gesture, you could just roll out of the gesture. No, this game actually forces you to sit through the whole animation. So, it's super great choice by the development team. They obviously learned from it, though, for later iterations, so that was good, at least. Bloodborne runners will
have to go hunt blood vials.
Bloodborne runners will suffer for the sake of progress.
Yeah.
So yeah, the vial situation gets a lot better here. There's a lot of vials coming up. And we're actually coming up to Parl now. You can actually fight Parl early. There's an enemy that can kill you in Cathedral Ward and take you here. But in Glitchless, since we have to come this way anyway, it's much more viable to just fight Parl here. And
I'm
go.
very curious to see this because this is the guy that made me rage quit this game.
Yeah, well, don't blink.
Oh my God.
So 1, 2, the leg is down, and then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna charge a right trigger attack. The boss is gone.
Okay, well now I feel dumb for not doing that when I played him.
Well, I mean, it's not immediately apparent, but when you look at the boss's body and then the thin arms and legs look like they're made of glass, it's kind of clear what they're looking for you to do, which is to break those, and it does a lot of damage, especially when you have beast blood pellets supplementing. So now that that's done, we can come down here. I'm going to actually be switching into a new set of armor, and a lot of times we get asked, you know, why are we switching the armor? Why does the armor matter? And it's not for aesthetics. It's not for any other reason than the fact that armor has a stat for beasthood, maximum amount of beasthood, which is the stat that runs opposite to your insight level. And the higher the beasthood you have, the more damage you can do. So I'm going to grab this gem here. This gem is very important. This is an in-game damage gem that we need. These guys are going to shoot at you, but you can just sort of move to the side like that and they won't hit you. It's very dangerous, but these lines are very good, very consistent lines. But yeah, beasthood determines how long that bar is at the top there when I eat a pellet. So we want to keep that number over 300 all the time, and this armor has more beasthood than the armor that I started the game with. So that is the only reason that we are switching armor. Well, that was... okay, this fight can be either fantastic or horrible depending on how many fireballs hit you.
Yeah.
And it's not a very tough fight. Usually the issue is just how many times something falls on you. You can have 2 or 3 of those fireballs hit you all at once, and one of the corpses that the ladies up top summons will fall on you, and you can die in under a second. You can die before you could even attempt to heal.
Fun.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate when that happens, because the boss is fairly easy. But yeah, this is another long run. We're going to be picking up some more items to help us level the weapon. Leveling the weapon carries the bulk of our damage, and then our scaling from our stats is going to offer a little bit more on top of that. And then we're going to have both of those factors multiplied by the beast blood pellets for all the fights, which is going to give us very chunky damage later on. There's a silver beast behind me. That's the only reason we're going to quit out here, because we need this bug. This bug right here drops upgrade materials for the weapon. It's going to get us up to +8. So we're going to be +8 now, heading into the mid-game, which is a very strong weapon for this stage of the game.
I was going to make a joke like, oh, glitches aren't allowed, but bugs are.
Well, that was a bug right there. Quite literally. So yeah, I'm gonna level up here. Gonna get a bunch more levels in strength and skill. Another question people ask, why do we level strength and skill and not just one? The soft cap for stats in this game is 25. So if a weapon scales with strength and skill, which this weapon does, we want to reach 25 for both so that we're hitting the soft cap, and then we're going to pump the stat that's better. So this weapon scales better with strength, so we're going to pump everything else into strength. And there's only one more level up that we're going to do in this run, and then our character is going to be set for the rest of the run. 3 more bosses before that happens, so the entire rest of the game is done with a glass cannon character, essentially. These enemies are pretty notorious as well for being trolly. They will follow you all the way up to this door, depending on how they feel. So we just kind of hope that they don't do that. You can get sandwiched between 2 enemies. One guy, the guy carrying the torch will get in front of you, and the guy with who's throwing the rocks will get behind you, and can end the run pretty fast if they want to. There's some spiders.
You become
here,
a sandwich.
We just keep moving. Can't do too much. There's an NPC also right here. He's not much of a problem. He has like one attack that he can do, but instead he's gonna jump. Coming past these enemies. As long as you take good lines, these enemies aren't too much of a problem. This enemy we want to like wrap around like this. There's a guy with a crossbow behind us, so we're going to get behind this so he doesn't shoot us. And up here is the guy who's dreaming the dream that we are now in, the body that we touched. He's actually dead and doesn't realize that he is.
Is it everyone's favorite boss ever? Oh yeah, it's the best boss in the game, Kappa.
He actually has 2 different things he can do, and he gave me the good thing there. That was nice of him. He can either run straight to the room like he just did, or he can go all the way up and around and you have to chase him. It actually saves about 10, 11, 12 seconds when you don't have to chase him, so we always sort of beg for it in runs. It's lovingly dubbed Swedish. For a long time ago, Swedish Bloodborne runner was notorious for getting that good RNG often. So you'll see like Bloodborne runners in the chat, the whole chat's going Swedish, Swedish, Swedish. New people come in and they go, what is Swedish? Why is everybody saying Swedish? It's pretty funny. So yeah, up here, this is pretty cool tech that we do. He's gonna go to the room. He tries to run into his room here, but we're gonna stop him, and then we're gonna block him. So he's gonna try endlessly to get to the room, but once you do 3 hits on him, any 3 hits, he's just gonna square up and not even bother going to the room. So it saves a minute over letting him go to the room. You have to go all the way around, fight him in there.
And now he's dead. You could say Mikalash got Miko lashed. Put him.
I've never heard that one before.
I'm sorry, chat. I didn't mean it.
I thought it was clever.
Oh, thank you. My whole personality is bad puns, so that makes me feel better.
Bloodborne needs some bad puns because this game can really do it to you. if you sink into the despair of Bloodborne speedruns, it can definitely take its toll. So we need to try to have fun when we can. So this is another segment that people often say, why do you come out here? Well, there's a gem out here that offers 18% attack up, which is like one of the best gems you can get in the base game without, chalice farming. And I'm gonna get grabbed, which is very unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
So I need to grab this item here. And then I need to get out with my mark, which is going to be a little hard since they just grabbed me, but we'll try to make it work. Okay, dodge the first one. I'm going to get frenzied here. I'm going to make it out. It's interesting, though, when you get frenzied, the frenzy will carry over. Oh, well, it didn't. Often the frenzy, when you get frenzied, it will carry over across the loading screen, and so you'll be frenzied again when you load in. So you'll start with like 20% HP here, which doesn't make too much of a difference. The only way that you might have survived is if you might have just got touched by one of the fireballs, but we're just gonna run past all of these enemies, and most people who've never done this before are gonna be clenching the entire time if this happens, but we are practiced at this. This is consistent, quote unquote. So these pigs are going to chase us, but we're just going to take a good line. There's one enemy here who can disrupt this, and he's going to do the attack that does. Yeah. Yeah, that's very rare that happens, but this is essentially the thing that can happen that almost never happens, that is totally, it totally ruins the run. Because that guy's going to take the echoes, and there's not any way for me to get them back.
I take it you can't kill them?
No, not with those. I can attempt it, but those pigs are going to come in and they're going to kill me. So I'll attempt it, but if I can't get them back, then I'll have to load from save.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is the one. Yeah, this is like the one thing that is.
Ooh.
It's pretty rare for this to happen. Like almost never happens for him to do that attack in that way. Oh, actually the pig is going to take it. I may have a chance here.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not able to. Yeah. It's almost impossible. We would have long reset the run. So yeah, I'll have to.
It's all good.
I'll have to load
Stuff happens. It's
often the mobs that are really the problem in this run more than anything else.
Luckily, copying save file over is pretty fast, so that's fortunate. So figure after the next boss, that's like about the halfway point, I think, of the run. That might be a good time to take a break, would you say?
Yeah, that's roughly halfway.
Cool. So we'll take a break after the next boss is taken down.
It's interesting. I'm sure this time they'll be very well behaved. But yeah, it's essentially this guy here doing the running attack is the only thing that can get you. As long as he doesn't do the running attack, you just run free.
Gotcha.
It's possible to dodge it. It's just not very easy to do. This game has an issue where jump and dodge are on the same button, and so if you're sprinting, then you just get jump. There's not too much of a strategy here for Wet Nurse. It's mostly just walk behind her. And she just keeps strafing. Really, the worst thing that can happen is if she starts teleporting, but all that really does... Oh, yeah, she's going to do it, like, on command. That's crazy. But it's not too big of a deal other than that it just loses some time. She's going to summon the clone, but she doesn't have any HP, so we're just going to... In some other categories where we don't quite have as much damage as all bosses, she can summon the clone a little earlier, and it can be a problem. You have to dodge the actual summoning of the clone, which she emits like a purple mist that you can dash through with some decent timing, but we don't really ever have to do it in all bosses.
All right. Well,
yeah, if we want to do intermission here, I'll be at the stream.
That is the perfect time to do that. So let's pause that timer, and we're going to take a quick break, folks, because we always like to take a break on some of these longer runs, just to promote health and wellness and all that. So get yourself some water, grab a snack, use the bathroom, do whatever you got to do, and we will see you back here in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Crosshair. We are currently in the middle of a Bloodborne all bosses glitchless run with Genso. So Genso, whenever you're ready, count us down and let's finish this off.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. So we've killed Wet Nurse now. We're gonna do our last level ups on the weapon. So this is our finished weapon build for the remainder of the run. And we're gonna hit the rest of the boss fights now. Next place we're going to be going is the Nightmare Frontier. And the Amygdala. So this is another boss that I find really interesting. People come in and talk to me about their experiences fighting. This boss is interesting because the legs take almost no damage at all. And some people will actually fight the boss just by hitting the legs repeatedly, doing 15, 20 damage.
Oh my God.
But we're not going to do that. We've got a pretty specific strat for hitting the boss and doing a ton of damage up front very, very quickly. And we don't even actually need Beast Blood Pellet to do it. There's a nasty poison lake here that FromSoft games are known so well for. We're just going to heal off.
Favorite level, the poison swamp.
We're just going to heal off all the damage. It's not so much the poison that's the problem here. There are those brain enemies that the Winter Lanterns that actually inflict frenzy on you, and they do it from a distance. And there's one enemy here that can literally kill you with frenzy all the way inside the boss arena. Like, they'll start the build up about now, and it'll just tick all the way until you think you're safe inside the boss arena, and suddenly you just explode. It's happened to me several times, but yeah, we're gonna time this up here. I'm gonna paper now, move like this, and we smash the head perfectly.
Jeez. Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's already over. 1, 2, 3 on the elbow, and it's done.
Wow. That was like less than 10 seconds.
Yeah. No, I didn't even use a beast blood pellet there. It was just a bolt paper. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the damage you can do to a mid-game boss with a +9 weapon and a highly leveled character. Now, if you miss that head at the beginning, then look out because you're about to get slammed. There's actually a timing to it as well. If you just walk up and slam the head with a charged R2 like I did without timing the raise is important, the raising of the head, because at the lowest point, if you hit it, the boss has damage immunity. So you'll knock the boss down, but you won't do the damage. And if you don't deal the damage, then it'll recover in time to kill you. So it's kind of tight timing, but once you learn it, it's one of those things that you don't typically have to relearn. But yeah, this is another long running segment. This is more story related stuff that's necessary for the run. We have to get another cord. We got the second cord. It's given for free from killing Wet Nurse. So we've got the 2 cords. We need a third one. The third one is held by Isefka, who's at the clinic from the start of the game. And this whole area that I'm in now, in the woods, loops back around to the clinic. The clinic's actually up here, above me. Well, it's more over that way, but... as we come up these 2 ladders. I am poisoned, but it's not a problem. A lot of people get very nervous here, but it's one of those things where it works out perfectly when you get to the top. Plenty of time to heal. You can just keep going. I feel like Snake Eater should be playing in the background.
I was like gonna say, I think Miyazaki's played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 3. I feel like he's had a little bit
over there. Is actually that way is actually where we started the game.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you're already fighting the final boss in a field of flowers in both this and Dark Souls 3 is also an indication of that. So,
well, great minds think alike, I guess.
You're right.
Kojima is also one of the greatest.
While we are on the run to the next area we're headed to, want to tell everybody that if you're here, you haven't heard about Games Done Blindfolded. That is one of our next showcases that is happening February 21st and 22nd. And if you think you could do a speedrun blindfolded, you can submit to that event. If you want to do that, you can type !GDB in chat. GDB Games Done Blindfolded. And if you think you got a speed run that you can do blindfolded, feel free to submit to that. Those submissions are open now.
Awesome. So yeah, we're coming up here to Isefka. And she's not really looking at us, but we're just going to kill her and take her cord. So that's the third cord that we need. So once we pop the other 2 that we got from Wet Nurse and this one, the final boss will technically be available to fight. So now that's done, we're going to be on the way to Upper Cathedral. Which we got the key to when we were back in Yargul. It's funny, revisiting this area. This has happened. It happened to me once. It's happened to a few other people before too. If you don't send this elevator back down and you come back here in this part of the run and you just run straight into it thinking it's there and it's not, you'll just fall to your death.
I've done that in Dark Souls 3 a few times.
It's funny, you just get ahead of yourself sometimes and don't even remember about the elevator. So, quit out is necessary here. There's a guy who's standing right on the other side of this door with a rifle aimed, and he will shoot you like 90+% of the time if you don't quit out and reload. So we don't want to get shot by him, so we're just gonna do that.
Well,
that shot there that came late. It would have been immediate as soon as I walked through the door if I wouldn't have quit out. There's a wheelchair guy, but you can just sort of drag him to the side there, and then you don't even have to deal with him.
We were talking earlier about bad puns. We got one in chat for you. What do you call a zombie pirate?
I don't know.
Yarghoul. But thank you, chatter.
Fantastic. Nothing like a good dad joke. Lighten the mood. So this area here, the orphanage, is actually notorious as well for being potentially dangerous, but good lines most of the time make it fairly okay most of the time. Down here there's a wolf. There's a lot of brain sucker enemies in this area, and they're all trying to grab you because they want to eat your brain. We need to climb up this ladder, so this guy needs to die. The key to fight the next boss is held by this enemy up here. So we're avoiding. Well, we're not actually. We're gonna get grabbed.
Unfortunate.
So I'll try to deal with this scenario. The guy in front shoots almost all the time, so you want to stay behind that pillar to block, but then the guy behind also shot, which is unlucky. Okay, so we dealt with it. So he gave us the key. And coming around here, you need to be careful because there's many, many werewolves here. Another brain sucker. If you stay kind of on this right side, if he shoots at you, it generally blocks it. So we got past that. And then right through this door be the next fight. Well, there's a friend here.
Jeez.
Iframes.
Thank goodness for iframes.
Thank goodness it's not Dark Souls 2. Yeah, so there's a little preview of what we're going to be facing. You're up against this congregation of these emissaries, but this is the only one who is the main emissary, and he's going to transform, but all the rest get knocked down, and then all we have to do is come back in for 3 hits. Yeah, it's very easy. The only thing that can go wrong there is at the very beginning when you do the initial combo, if they come up behind you, which can happen. It's very rare, though.
Feels like that fight was very much like a test prototype of what would eventually become Deacons of the Deep in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, it's possible. I feel like this game, in a lot of ways, tested a lot of things that ended up in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, agreed.
But we're already at the next boss. Which got a little bit screwed up here, but we should be able to take it down. Yeah, I got a little bit out of sort there. It should have been a couple less hits, but we do so much damage, it really doesn't matter. now we're actually going to go back to the beginning of the game and clean up a boss that typically people fight pretty early.
Yep, first boss I fought.
A lot of people ask in all bosses runs, where's Cleric Beast? Because it happens at a weird point in the run, and a lot of people kind of, it's sort of one of those things, if you blink, you miss it.
I can't wait for you to just swing twice and he's dead.
Twice would be pretty great.
+9 weapon.
Unfortunately, we have to hit it 5 times. I know, it's a failure.
5 times? Wow, that boss... I think I beat that boss second try, which is like still pretty good, but it definitely took more than 5 hits to do it.
Yeah, the boss is scaled for very early game.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot of Bloodborne
at this point.
Yeah, we got a lot of Bloodborne fans in chat, like, because I'm seeing a lot of chatter about like, oh, I remember this boss and blah. So, all right, so for those of you that are familiar, let's poll the audience. If you could take any of the bosses in Bloodborne on a date, which boss would you take on a date?
I think I know what most of the answers are going to be.
I think I know too, but I'm going to say Abritas just to be deviant. oh my
wow.
God.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, it's
that easy.
It's unfortunate for Cleric, but we have to.
There it is. There it is. That's exactly what I expected. Lady Maria.
That's usually the top answer.
I was hoping somebody would say amygdala just to be a little bit different than everyone else.
I've heard people unironically say Amelia before, which I guess maybe.
I think somebody said Amelia. Someone said Mikalash, which is an interesting choice. Second would be Ludwig. The doll. The doll is not a boss.
Well, it depends on how you interpret. I mean, Maria is. Some people interpret doll as being an extension of Maria. That's a kind of a theory, but
yeah, fair.
They are 2 separate individuals. That's kind of what I think.
Amygdala's a tad too clingy.
Whoops. Yeah, so we're at DLC now. And this is kind of where we get to have fun with our strong character now.
We had at least one person say Abritas. Very good. Someone said Patrick. I have questions for you.
Just doing a few things to kind of like set up future fights. Lawrence doesn't become active unless you do certain story bits, which is mostly just picking up some items. So there he is, but we can't do anything with him yet until much later. So we'll grab the pendant for now. Continue. This guy right here, he's standing there peacefully right now, but he can actually end runs by just standing directly in this door. Very unfortunate when that happens. This is another segment here that people have a lot of problems with, but all you need to do is listen for the ringing bell once you have full stamina, and if you take good pathing like this and just trust that you're going to make it, you'll just go right past all the gunshots.
Very nice.
A lot of the thing about pathing in Souls games is just trusting that your lines are good and that you're going to make it.
I'm dying laughing right now because somebody in chat said Father Gascoigne, and then someone else said before or after phase 2.
Oh my. I mean, that's important context. So
that is actually important to know.
Okay, so we definitely need to use a blue elixir for this because these blood sucker enemies are very dangerous. And sometimes they can just follow you, like that one can follow you up here and just spray blood at you. And the elixir runs out, and we need the elixir to be active because there's a hunter standing right there with his gun. And he's going to fire one shot. He always fires one shot. But if your elixir runs out, he'll fire multiple shots and he can kill you. So yeah, we're coming up on the first boss of the DLC. This is another fan favorite boss, but the speedrun kind of just destroys him.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the DLC aside from the final boss, so this will be new for me. Oh, Ludwig. Okay, I'm familiar with Ludwig. Yeah. I'm surprised no one would want to take Ludwig on a date. Like, Ludwig deserves some love too. God, absolutely melting him.
Yeah, he's done. With plus 10, he's even easier. You need like 3 hits at the end. We used to run a route where we leveled the weapon all the way to plus 10. This is actually a new route. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But this route is a slight change where we don't level the weapon all the way to plus 10, and people say, well, how is that faster to have a lesser weapon? Well, we skip all of the requirements because the way that we get the plus 10 is by buying the blood rock for 60 insight. So carrying the 60 insight, gathering the 60 insight takes a lot more time because we can't spend the insight on anything versus this run where I bought a lot of the upgrade materials after ROM with the insight. So instead of holding on to those things, going around picking up additional upgrade materials in the woods, skipped all that, skipped several other segments. And this route actually ends up being slightly more lenient in terms of like being able to spend your insight on things for just mildly more frustrating start to the run. But this route ends up being about, I would say, 30 to 40 seconds faster. So there's a guy here that likes to shoot, so we want to shoot him first so we can stun him before he has a chance to shoot us. And then there's one patient right here that we have to dodge an attack on. Yeah, and that's pretty favorable attack. This part up here is a bit brutal. Or it can be. Most of the time it's free. These 2 rats right here, sometimes they're like hyper gravity rats that fall like at double speed. And a rat has fallen on me and killed me right here before.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, but very, very rare meme, but meme nonetheless. We're at the next boss now. And this is another one that's typically easy until it's not. There's 2 things that it can do. It can either walk towards me or it can idle. It's going to walk towards me. So hopefully I just get a good attack, and I get probably the easiest one. We're going to do a parry, 2 hits. Well, let's do another parry. And all we're going to do is spawn kill.
Jeez.
Yeah, a failure is going to spawn over there, and depending on what this does, this could be really easy or really hard. So it's still idling. All we're doing is just watching and dealing damage. We're standing in position, and that was pretty good. There was not much memes. Sometimes that failure that shot like once at me can just go rapid fire and shoot like 3-4 times in a row, and it can get hectic. But that was pretty good. And we're at the fan favorite, the waifu boss.
The one everyone wants to take on a date.
I'm gonna parry her in the face, though. Sorry. Oh no. Oh, I got her. Good.
Nice.
Well, that means the fight's done. Yeah.
GG. Now, none of you can take her on a date, chat.
I thought maybe she might have got it out of range from me, but I got her with the backstab, so... That's pretty much like the best Maria you can possibly get in this category. In All Bosses Restricted, we do what we consider to be a glitch. This game will actually hold your beast meter as long as the pellet is active and you have beast meter. If you quit out and load back in, it will stay at the same level. So you can quit out before opening the door from the failures fight and maintain your meter. So you can start fighting Maria with like already 80% multiplicative attack bonus. So it's even easier to kill her.
Someone made the joke in chat, and it's so obvious that I'm kind of mad that I didn't think of it myself. We killed Maria, now we are maidenless.
This is actually an incredibly dangerous area to run through, but if you have amazing lines, then it kind of makes a joke out of all of it. So there's going to be a couple dogs right here that are going to try to attack me. That one's going to roar, but it was too slow. There's a whale, a big whale who's up there who's going to jump down, but he's too slow. If your lines are any slower than what I'm doing, you could get slammed, but none of it happened. Just trusting good lines takes you a long way in Souls games. NPC right here, but the way his animation works, if he swings, he won't hit you, as long as you run that way. This lightning guy right here, we're gonna kind of try to time it up so that his lightning will strike not as we're falling. If it strikes as you're falling, then it can hit you. So yeah, it's good.
I wish my tattoo artist had lines that clean.
We're coming up to a boss that's casually one of the hardest bosses in Bloodborne, but with speedrun strats, he's very, very easy.
Here he is.
So he has 2 openers. He's going to give me the easy one. We're just going to loop him just like this.
How many of you in chat are upset right now watching this? Like, this guy killed me for 3 weeks straight. Genso's making a mockery of it.
Yep, GG.
Incredible.
Yep, so I didn't take any of the lamps in DLC intentionally so that when we mark, we come straight back to where the other part is that we need to activate the Lawrence fight, which is the last part of DLC. So it's down here. It's underneath this elevator, but you can't get to it. So I'm going to do a little bit of parkour shenanigans here. I'm going to fall, roll, mog that guy, pick up the item, get behind this so that she doesn't shoot me, and we're out. So since I have 29 insight here, which is lowering my beasthood, I'm just going to go ahead and dump it by just buying, you know, anything essentially, just to get back to 0 so we can keep our beasthood high. Just buy some pellets and a little bit more paper. It doesn't really matter, just so long as we get to 0. You see my meters much, much longer with 0 insight. So yeah, we're headed to Lawrence now, and then it's the end of the DLC, and then just the cleanup, and then final boss. And Lawrence, we have a great strat for too.
Wow, you see a run like this, and you realize how small the game actually is when you kind of...
Yeah, Bloodborne's not a very long game.
It's not, yeah.
The DLC really makes it feel more whole, I think. I think without the DLC, this game is a little bit too short. So yeah, here we go. This is a cutscene trigger right here.
Lyric Beast Part 2.
So 3 hits or 5 hits here. 3 hits at the beginning, then 5 hits here. He's going to back up twice. R1, L1, L1, R1, L1. Once on the knee, once on the arm to break it. 1, 2, 3. Tries to do the same move again. 1, 2, 3. Fight's over at this point. 1, 2, break the face.
GG.
Yeah. A lot of these fights we have such good strats for that as long as you execute them, you're golden. So yeah, now we're going back to what looks like the same area we just left, but not in the DLC. This is back in Yarnum. And this is where we killed Amelia earlier. We're headed to a mid-game area to do a little bit of cleanup, and then it's just the final boss. Rail jump? Nope.
Oh,
Tried to be fancy.
while we were running. Folks, if you want to catch up on any of our past Hotfix shows or special events or our mainline events like GDQ, which just happened, we have everything archived over on our YouTube at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you are watching over at YouTube, hello from the past. You should come follow us on Twitch, by the way. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and press the little bell to turn notifications on so that you get updated when we upload videos.
All right, so we're headed to the door that leads to Hemwick. This area is kind of a meme among speedrunners because we're always asking, when is Hemwick skip coming out? Because this is a long running segment and we have no means to skip it in glitched runs. So literally the entire end of Bloodborne glitched runs is exactly like glitchless. We do the exact same thing with no changes. Most of the mobs here are very, very consistent. Not even any stamina management required. We just kind of hold W. There's a dog there that jumps out. That's why we stop for just a brief moment. If you don't move out of the way, the dog will jump straight on you, and then those ladies with the hammers and such that are behind will catch up to you. You'll have a bad time, so don't do that. I'm going to use an elixir here because there are many of those dogs that have the spikes sticking out of them. And if we use the elixir, they won't see us. But they're very fast, and they're very good at catching up to you right here. And when you use the elixir, they can't see you, and their aggro drops really quickly. So just 3 ladies left to get by, and that was easy. So I'm going to use my items here, and this fight's going to end pretty quick because this is like an early game fight. We're going to run over to the first witch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh my god.
1. And then the second witch is right here. This is the one that, this is like the big, oh my gosh, where is she? But she's always right there.
Nice.
Yeah, so that fight's done. Those ladies up there are aggroed right now, so if I was to run up, they would just mob me. So it's much better to reset their aggro here, and you can just go right past them. Bloodborne runs, I appreciate them because they tend to have much less quit outs than some other Souls games. We do that intentionally because we understand that not having the ability, since this game's locked on console, not having the ability to have mods that disable logos on loading really affects not only the runners, but like the viewers as well. It makes watching the runs not as fun. So we try to keep the quit outs to a minimum if we can, and only use those in scenarios where it's just extremely advantageous to do so, or just a skip that just saves so much time. It almost mandates that we do it. But yeah, I mean, this is like the last area of the game that we haven't been to. Those bugs there, the bloodsuckers, they can jump on you right here, so we always just kind of watch and make sure that that doesn't happen. I always appreciate the aesthetics of this area because it's so different from everything else in the game. To me, this is much more in line with like Dark Souls than any other area in the game, and it wears that inspiration, I think.
Yeah,
really clearly.
Definitely got an Irithyll thing going on.
For sure. You can kind of see like where that influence bled over into that game. Just gonna go past that guy. In here, these enemies seem like they're not very aggressive, but this guy standing up there holding the candelabra, he shoots darts that sort of aggro all of them, so you just want to dodge the darts. It's not a big deal if a dart hits you, because they really can't catch you anyway, but I always just avoid them. And then we're going to do a little bit of a quote-unquote skip and just jump over the rail there. It's not really a skip. It's pretty intended. There's a staircase leading up to it. But yeah, there's not any other enemies that are in the way of us and Ligarius. Ligarius is another boss that kind of just gets chunked by how much damage we do. Most of the time he's very, very clean. Does have the occasional meme, but for the most part, pretty easy fight. He's got two different openers. There's one that's like the standard opener, and then one that I kind of consider like the off-meta opener, so it's kind of curious which one I'll get. Okay, so this is giving me the off-meta opener. Okay, that's interesting. I don't see this one too often. So 3 hits, 2 hits, 2, 3, 4. Close the cleaver. 1, 2, 1 step. Charge R2 to the back. Backstab. It's over.
Nice. That was easy.
Now it's time to do the final boss. This is actually my favorite fight in the game besides Shadows. Shadows and Garamond are my 2 favorite fights. I really like doing all bosses BL4 and fighting Garamond because it's much more of a back and forth between you and him. In this, we have so much damage, he just gets melted most of the time unless he decides to troll and not give you anything good. But I really like this fight. So we're just going to shoot him. It makes the fight happen a little bit faster. I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of doing a little bit of the trolling. What's going on, dude? Yeah, so he's doing second phase stuff now. So we're going to backstab as he transitions into this phase. Tries to shoot me. That's not cool.
GG.
Yeah, that was kind of like a troll Garamond, honestly. If he gives you good attacks, the fight can end so quick. But yeah, this is the true final boss. It's like the best opener as well. It's unfortunate that Garamond was so slow because I'm not able to do the finisher. But yeah, GG.
GG.
And that's Bloodborne.
Time. Well done. That was awesome.
Yeah. Pretty good fights overall. It's too bad that there was the meme with Rom and then the meme in like the one area that is like the most dangerous mob running section in the entire game. But yeah, I'll play the final cutscene here. We would end time already, but
yeah, we got time already, but why not play the final scene? We've got time for it.
This is like that moment. I remember when I saw this for the first time and I was like, what in the world is this? How is this the ending? But yeah, we've transcended. We've become Slug. We've become, I don't know.
Hunter.
Absolute cinema, guys.
Well, yeah, if you want to give any shout outs and tell people where we can find you on the internet.
Yeah, thank you so much to you guys for having me. Thank you to Blanks for recommending me to be back on the show. It's been a while since I've been on a hotfix, but yeah, I really appreciate it. You guys can find me at twitch.tv, Genso__. I do Bloodborne speedruns mostly. I speedrun Demon Souls as well. Maybe speedrun some other stuff in the future. Who knows? But yeah,
Some other Souls games.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you again for showing it off. And folks, we are we're calling today's episode Souls Punk because we're showing off the steampunk Souls games. And the next one's not actually a Souls game. It's not from FromSoft. It's from a brand new developer called Round 8. Round 8 and NeoWiz made Lies of P. So we're going to be showing that off when we come back from the break. But before we do that, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed so far today. Saw a few subs earlier, a couple of brand new subs as well. Your subscriptions, gift subs, and bits cheered all help keep our shows running. So if you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. And you can always support the stream for free by sharing Games Done Quick with your friends and loved ones. And we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, Lies of P. See you soon. Welcome back to Crosshair. Folks, our Souls Punk episode is only one run deep, and we've got one more up next, and it's my second favorite Souls game, although it's not a Souls game technically because it wasn't made by FromSoft, but it's Lies of P, and we have got the man himself, Colonel Fats. Attention!
All right, what's up, everyone? Colonel Fats, 69 here. Oh. Just want to make sure I'm still good. Okay. What's up, everyone? Colonel Fed 69 here, and we are going to be running Lies of P Overture any percent glitchless. Well, Overture percent glitchless. I don't know. Hard to really describe the category. We essentially speed ran to this point. The save I've loaded is speed ran us here. So it is an honorable run. The only stats we've changed are vitality, capacity, and that big ol' 40 technique. But yeah, because I didn't get to do the bid war at AGDQ, I'm going to pick the costume that I told all my friends to vote for. So we are going to be the Parade Master Jester.
Let's go.
Beautiful. Look at this. Look at how tall my hat is. It's amazing. And
that's the best part of the outfit.
It's funny. So I always thought of this. I thought of this right now. So I've actually never played Bloodborne. That was an amazing run. I really enjoyed watching that. But I've never played Bloodborne. They won't put it on PC. Fun fact, I got a commentator who also has never played Lies of P. Man, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is 61FanBA, and I have never played Lies of P. But I've watched the speedrun so much.
Yeah, Fan lives in my stream, so he's seen so much of the run that he can almost just regurgitate it while he's sleeping. But anyway, we're just gonna get started here. There's no official cutscene or anything. We are ready to go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck.
Thank you. So
the run starts us waking up outside of Pittsburgh in January.
Gotta do it again, of course.
I gotta do. We're doing the AGDQ run back. I gotta crack the same jokes.
That's fair. That's fair. So I really laughed that Jadelyn got jump scared by this. We just did a practice run. And she got jump scared.
That was really funny.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that run. But we are gonna do much better.
I feel like I should mention it. If my name, the 61FanBA, I am a fan of Rey Mysterio. That's where the 619 comes from. He's always been my favorite.
Oh yeah. So this is Kratzu, the fabled Kratzu.
What in the blazes? And he means that literally.
Oh yeah. Let's not cut off Gemini like we did at AGDQ. His lines are so good.
How in the blazes?
And I
Gonna have to disagree
literally
there, but sure.
He's the best, okay? So what's funny, Dane, you'll laugh at this. So at AGDQ, we tasked Jadelyn with being either a hater or a lover. We kind of got a little excited for Arlequino and completely forgot. So I was asking her when she started Lies of P for the first time ever this week on stream. She's like, so my husband is a certified Gemini hater. I'm like, no. So I'm going to play the game.
History.
So she's going to play the game and then make her own decision. So we get to wait for Jadelyn's response. Also, Edwin.
Woo.
He breaks my cart every time.
Just belly flops on the concrete. What a guy.
Right through the cart. He breaks it. So rude.
So, for those of you that didn't watch the GDQ run of this, we should probably explain a little bit of the tech.
Yeah,
Just so you're
Dane,
not like
tech it up.
completely unclear. Yeah, so the weapon that Fats is going to be using throughout this run is called the Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive. It is a DLC weapon that Round 8 dropped with the 1.5 update of the game. It is a crossover weapon that they made in collaboration with Wolong, not Wukong, not
No,
Black
well
Myth Wukong,
before,
but-
yeah, they actually
Yeah,
got
way
the umbrella
before.
from this game way before we got the glaive from their game, which is fair
Yeah.
because the umbrella, oh, 360 elephant, yes.
Nice.
Sorry. But essentially, yeah, I haven't heard that game. I haven't heard the best things about it, but they got the umbrella and we got their amazing glaive, and it is the speed one weapon of
And
all
ironically,
categories.
they say the glaive is actually not very good in that game, but in this game, it is by far and away the most busted weapon that you get.
So broken.
Not only is it very powerful, but it has two Fable art moves, which is basically kind of like your Ash of War if you've played Elden Ring. It has one which uses 3 of those blue bars in the upper left corner. You'll just spin and deal massive damage. But the big one is the single bar Fable art, which is called Deflect Counterattack, and basically it gives you a parry, but then you can also follow up with either a light attack or a heavy attack. If you follow up with a light attack, you don't consume any Fable, which is awesome. If you use a heavy, you'll consume 1 Fable, but you will deal a disgusting amount of damage. It's I think it's the single largest non-charged piece of damage that you can do.
The
in the
wrench
game.
did do more damage, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
it's
the wrench
way
also was
faster.
like charged up.
Yeah, the DPS of this is pretty absurd. Like you can get some combos where you do like Fable Parry Light, then end with a Fable Parry Heavy, and whatever you're fighting is dead, whatever it is.
And you'll see him do that actually in the upcoming fight against Tyrannical Predator, giant alligator boss. That'll be coming up very shortly. But yeah, the Dragon Crescent Glaive is such a busted weapon that if you are going to play this game for the first time, I really strongly recommend not using the glaive on your first playthrough. It'll kind of spoil the playthrough for you. I strongly recommend playing with something else, but then in your second playthrough, equip the glaive and go nuts because it's awesome.
It's so awesome.
I would like
so if
to
you-
see the speed run with like the wrench. Like
I got it on my channel. It's not
wrench.
deathless. I never got a deathless wrench run.
Stargazer.
Oh yeah, I'll grab it.
Like I would like to see how different it was.
suppose. Need bolt, and we can do this. Whee! And it didn't.
Oh, unfortunate.
No, we got a little stuck. So one thing with the rocket sphere, it is the running heavy attack of the weapon that we're using, and if you hold it down, you keep going essentially, and then we kind of roll out at the end to cancel the recovery of the attack because it's very slow. But yeah, unfortunately, its only use, other than like a couple of bonks, is speed. Okay, so we're gonna heal up. Fun fact, you will never take fall damage going into this arena. Because it's definitely high enough.
It's kind of like the
Wasted
Dark
heal.
Souls 3,
Whatever.
the Ring City.
Oh yeah, when you land in like the ash. Okay, this is
We
a
got
fun
Brutus.
sequence. Parry through him. It makes him do the tail whip, and then we can get a big slam. Although unfortunately he turned all the way around. Didn't want that.
Kind of rare for him to do that. Ooh.
This is a really weird RNG, but we're gonna survive. Honestly, he never gave me really bad attacks,
Nice.
so we're okay. All right.
You'll see those lines right there. That is called a fatal attack. Fats is going to take advantage of those at times. They are a little bit slow, but they do massive damage. So if you've got a boss that still has a good chunk of health left, you will want to take the fatal attack because it deals a lot of damage despite how long it takes. But if a boss is like very close to dead, it's just easier to heavy attack him and be done with it.
I will say I know Renee is probably out there. It's my least favorite boss of the DLC. The other bosses are just way cooler, but she loves Brutus. Also, it said Tyrannical Predator. We've named him Brutus.
Yeah, his name, we have named him Brutus, but I don't think he has a name in the actual game besides Tyrannical Predator.
No, they kind of tease you. There is like a little like cipher riddle side quest you could do, and they're like, Rex ate this guy. And I'm like, oh, it's Rex. And then it's a tyrannical predator at the bottom, and I was like, oh. And then you find Rex. So yeah, no, it's
Rex.
not Rex.
But I actually never pieced that together until you said that just now. So yeah. So these puppets are we call them pretty puppets because that's I think a little bit more GDQ appropriate than the other name we have for them. Not that it's really bad, but it's maybe just a little bad.
Marchiona's got tased.
It's supposed to mirror Marchiona because Marchiona is, I guess, if we were going to go repeat the same question that we asked, which of the bosses would you take on a date? I think most everybody would want to take Marchiona on a date.
Nope, I guarantee
sort of
you, Span would take Veronique.
I'll take Veronique any day.
Well, my point being, like the whole thing with Marchiona is she's kind of. Well, that's a whole different can of worms we're not going to get into because that's something that Renee can deal with her therapist. But
what a weird Pico.
This is a weird fight, yeah.
Weird. He gave me the grab at the start. So fun fact, you can't perfect block or Fable parry grabs. For the most part. There's like hit confirmed grabs like fighting games have. What? Oh, what happened?
Ooh, we cut out for a second. We're back.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, huh? So this is possibly the scariest part of the run. It's very frustrating to get here and lose here, and she's giving me the bad RNG-ish. She walked that way. That's good. Okay, we can
Nice.
get a...
It's... True, yeah.
post and hopefully get up this ladder before... Classic strategy of if I can't see you, you can't see me. So we're going to look at the floor as we run in this circle and then mash to take the ladder. Hopefully she only hits us once and we're good.
Only the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, enemies don't aggro in that particular area if you look down. That doesn't always work in every area, but it might be worth testing actually. With,
yeah, we have started the testing.
Nice.
It works in this really weird spot right at the end of any percent glitch list where you can actually string to this enemy right before Manus. It's pretty cool. We're just going to take this for safety. It's going to lose this time. You don't actually want to if you're doing like a legit best possible run thing. But I'm really proud of this because this speed run, I've basically created myself. Most of the time when I'm learning a speed run, there's a leaderboard. I'm just copying the best runner, but I had to do this all on my own because nobody did anything. And
watching you
this is perfectly scripted.
It was wild to watch because you spent so long scripting this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All about the intro.
It was really nice to watch.
As long as we don't get this. So now we're in trouble.
This
is the rare,
attack.
not good RNG. I don't actually know what she's going to do. We got to get a stun off on her so we can script the rest of it. I cannot see. Oh, okay, here we go. This should stun. Oh, no.
I think she took too long to get that next hit. Ooh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we might be okay.
Now we're back in business.
So hopefully she gets stunned from this. We're going to tank this, and she missed. Okay, this is so slopped.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to cheese.
We're going to have to... Yeah, the script is kind of out the window now.
Oh, now she's doing this? Oh, yeah,
no.
this is so weird. Let's see.
I've never seen this happen.
And I'm, like, getting stuck on her. I think she's gonna blow. Yeah, that was just so bad. You know, we tried to save that. So there's only one, like, it's really rare for her to do that attack, but I think by spacing, I was a little too far forward when I ran at the start, so unfortunately.
Watching you run that, I've never seen that happen before.
I've seen that RNG before. It's pretty rare, but unfortunately, Marchiona has, because she switches between both the Arch Puppet and like her own attacks, it's twice the RNG. At least it seems like it. And so sometimes if you just get really unlucky, she'll do that spinning ball attack, and then from there your positioning changes, and then it kind of goes. The script goes out the window at that point.
It's one of those. It's really frustrating to lab because the attack is so rare that she's never going to do it when I'm practicing. All right, what happened? Nothing. We're back in business. Okay, so with my save, I actually need to pop that. And
what do you mean? This is the same save file. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, yeah. Sorry. Sometimes when you load in, you turn into a donkey. Yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, let's try this again. A few file saved just in case stuff like that happens, and in a case like that, he lost a few too many resources.
This is better. We wanted her to go wide, so we just stay back. Then the position is perfect. So she's going to do one of two attacks. This one's fine. Then we do a charge heavy. I'm going to pop a Fable. I'm going to give her another smack. Going to parry this. We're going to tank through this hit. And then we're going to do a charge heavy. Take the riposte. Do another tap heavy. Smack to spin. And then we have to do this again. But now she has much less health. So she should just die.
And that's the fight.
There you go.
Well done.
Okay. I thought it was supposed to go.
Supposed to look like.
First try.
That kick when you.
And also, my speedrun save did not take that
like,
extra target.
Elden Ring. You know, when you get hit mid attack, you get that counter damage.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that's what happened. That's gonna happen.
The glaive is just mighty. Fun fact, when she goes into that weird transition where she sends the big puppet at us when it glows, you don't perfect block, the puppet then explodes, and it does absurd damage. So, perfect block is the same as Fable parrying. So yeah, also everyone get ready to say hi. Rosora! Hello!
Hi, Rosara.
We are friends, you and I. I gotta go, though.
I'm actually a Rosora hater, so...
Oh my goodness. What is this? You said that on twitch.tv/gamesunquick? That's in...
Can you believe it?
I can't believe that. I'm
also, that was
flabbergasted.
Parade Master.
Yep. The original version of him. Weirdly, everything in this game seems to be stronger in the past. Also, how do I look?
Oh, everything's younger.
I always think it's the Majora's Mask Moon with like Mr. Potato Head parts stuck on.
Oh God, now I can't unsee that. Why did you say that?
Because I see it all the time.
No. Now I will never be able to unsee that.
Good.
So I did find out there is a max height you can fall to and make it onto the platform and die to fall damage. So we're going to take it nice and safe.
Nice.
Just to not die to fall damage. It's weirdly particular. But we're going to drop down here. And then... whoop. What's interesting is they put the key like on the path to the door that's locked. I always thought that design of this carnival was the weird part.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird loop that they make, but they might expect people, you know, to take another path first and, you know, try something different. So
I like to think that people who ran by that item think it was just useless, didn't realize that was the key to open the door.
Yeah, there are a lot of enemies that crawl up onto that bridge, hence why we puppet string to that guy to just not get stuck. But yeah, I could believe getting stuck there easily. It's right there. They force us to look at this. We can't hold X to skip. It is the longest. It's the lore of this game. It is Dark Souls Pinocchio.
Yet they allow us to skip the piano cutscene in the base game.
Which we used to not. That was the weird DLC change they did. It was very nice for speedrunners. It's like, thank you. I don't need to listen to that piano.
To answer the question, if you want to learn about the lore of this game, you can actually read the original story of Pinocchio from Carlo Collodi. This game is actually very faithful to that book. Also, that's Spring, the kitten. Now, if we don't pet the kitten in the hotel, chat's going to riot because they almost rioted at AGQ. So let's just pet the cat in the hotel.
We'll just do it.
We'll do it now, get it over with, and then we'll go to Zelator after.
All right, fair is fair. We'll do it after the old hotel.
Also glorious dreadlock.
Hair physics. Look at my glowing locks in the wind. This is definitely what happens in elevators, you long-haired people. Like, Dane, this is what happens to your hair in all elevators.
This is exactly what happens to me when I go into elevators. Yes, my hair does that.
Hotel Grot. I know, I still can't believe it myself.
Right? This is...
Yes, there is a speedrun to pet the cat in the base game. It is quite long because the cat does not let you pet it immediately. You have to gain humanity, which takes a long time. But there is a cat pet the cat speedrun for those of you that are curious.
Ooh, I did a bad. Ooh, I forgot to light the stargazer.
I was wondering why
wait a second. No, that might be bad. We might actually have to load a save now.
Oh no, Fats.
Oh, that's a big goof.
That's funny.
Well, let's just see. Yeah, the hotel isn't there. Okay.
Oh, good.
Whoopsies.
Jesus.
Oh, that was a good one.
So, Colonel Fats was a dinkus, and he didn't activate the Stargazer at the Hotel Crot in the past, so
like, we
have to load another save. So we're now on our third save file.
Yep, definitely. Okay.
You've never done that.
Nope. GDQ. Hey, wait. We get to say the line. That's never happened before. Aha.
Yeah, but you've never done that before. That's
never.
It was complete user error. Okay.
we reserved that for we reserved that for the game RNG or boss AI acting goofy, not the runner acted like a ding dong.
Listen, I like the.
Right, well, now you have to go back to the hotel.
Yeah. This was actually the best play. Okay, so see, oh look, we did sit at it. It was there the whole time. I'm a donkey now. I think it's fitting. The hotel management. Yeah. Clearly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just doing the DLC. Yeah, Lumakio, you were standing right there. Okay, so we light it. We went back to the hotel, bought a bunch of Fable Catalysts, and then we teleported back. Okay, we're here. Let's pet the cat.
Also, your outfit when you petting the cat.
Well, I didn't want to. My eye, the missing eye on the donkey mask. Oh, spring! Hi, kitty. Daw. Wow. Oh, yeah, definitely never done that, Rev. Never. Never ruined a run by accidentally going to the hotel instead of not. What? Okay, so we pet the cat. We ran and got Fable, and we're good to go.
And you were just changing into the outfit?
Yep. Yep. Beautiful.
We're not going to not have Parade Master Jester for the rest of the run.
We need it. It's beautiful. Okay.
There's an outfit that's better than this.
Well, we don't even have it yet. I know what you're talking about. Okay. So now we are in the Zelator. I mean, the Relic of Trismegistus. Oh, no, we're in the laboratory. If you've played the vanilla game, you might think this elevator goes somewhere else. Because it does. Oh, and then we open the door, we get a key. That's where we get the key. If you watched AGDQ, you might know what I'm referencing. Otherwise, you'll have to wait.
No one in our time knows how she disappeared or how she died.
I love that you can hear the
If she died.
scream when you enter.
Yeah, I'm always so focused when I'm running through here, but if you listen, there's a lady just screaming the whole time through this area.
Caught me off guard the first time I played it. I was like, who the heck is screaming in this?
You just keep taking your headphones off. You're like, is that in my house?
Is that coming from outside?
But yeah, and there, like I had mentioned at AGDQ, there's a lot of the game we just don't go to because we know where to go. But there is a lot to this area. It's very confusing, actually.
Yeah. It's a big maze.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of the rare moments where the rocket spear gets to shine. All right, do your thing. Oh, big poke. Causes it to do a close range attack.
Range attack. And so he tried to melee us.
Mm-hmm. It actually has two possible close range attacks.
that sound that he made after you climbed the ladder was him spitting projectiles at you, which those projectiles are bullets as far as I'm concerned, and the run qualifies for Crosshair.
And there we go.
We brought it full circle.
We counted it. Yeah. That was like my joke was like, Lies of P is my favorite FPS. Okay, so here comes Bruce Brain Ball. Not actually in the game with a name. That's what I named him because Bruce, he's got a big ball and his brain is out. Always starts with this, but then we'll see what he gives. He has a lot of options. We don't want any of the super close ones. Oh, that is, I thought he was doing something else. This is why I dislike this boss.
Well, he's not a boss. He's an elite. But
he's how much health he has.
He legitimately has as
Manus.
much health as Manus. All right, we're just gonna, since we're cutting so fast, put on the costume this time, Fats. But that is a long run, and we would like to save at least some time. Bruce Brain Ball.
So we are now on our 4th save file because this run is going swimmingly.
Absolutely swimmingly.
It's perfection right now.
To be fair to myself, just to give myself, the hardest parts are the first half.
Yeah, I think
True.
the hardest part is the beginning of this DLC.
Yeah, once you get to once you get to the Arctic Ocean area, it's a little bit easier from there.
Yeah, if you're not actually clearing it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, Bruce. Yeah, and as you can see, he one-shots with almost every single one of his attacks. Okay, so we get through the start again. So we did like 8,500. Yeah. Has as much health as Manus Phase 1, which Manus is the final boss of the vanilla game.
Well, I mean,
Sort of. Well, Manus has more health than something that might come after.
What exactly are the alchemists researching?
Okay,
anyway?
so we're going to take this for safety because, gee, I don't know. Something might go wrong.
Oh, you mean the part where you plunge down this giant chasm?
Yeah, as long as we don't miss or get stuck, question mark?
Oh, there we go. That's weird.
Never happened before.
Hey, said the thing.
Never surrender! So we found the lady yelling.
If you go on a date with Veronique, you definitely need some noise canceling headphones.
What was that? I just asked you to pass the salt. All right, so fun fact, we can bolt in because she has a very long intro, which gives us enough time to equip all this stuff. All right. This little opening part is scripted, and then we get to see what attack we get. Hopefully it's not the spin. It's not the spin.
Let's go.
Not like that's an impossible RNG, but the spin is slow and hard to deal with. So we didn't get the really good RNG, so we're gonna have to spin on her to finish. And there you go,
GG.
Bernie.
Well done.
Thank you.
I miss her already.
Weird fact, we can't super skip through her dialogue for some reason, like everyone else's. And unfortunately, 07's in the chat, please, because we can't, because the speedrun doesn't go get that gesture. So we don't even have the option.
Fought until the bitter end. But even if we could have helped her,
Hey, got Veronique though.
at least her suffering.
She has, it's basically scripted, but she has just one move that is random and you just parry light it for the most part. But if she does her spin attack, it's tricky. That's the hardest attack.
Really cool though.
It is pretty cool, but it hurts. So like I tried to just perfect block it out, but even if you miss the perfect blocks and regular blocks, she just goes right through your block and chips you out basically.
I
Also
wish
for
that
this
hammer
DLC
was a weapon.
Dude, right? Why did we not get the hammer as a weapon? Veronique. So I was actually just about to say, like, for all of the bosses in the DLC, there's very few boss ergos, which sucks because if Veronique had boss ergo, we could get the hammer. I want the hammer, dude. I mean, it's a motivity weapon for sure, but still.
I mean, it's so cool. Unfortunate they missed on that. They had to mimic what they did in the first game, in the vanilla game, where they're like, would you like this really cool big sword that Big Bro has? Well, too bad it's not in the game.
Right.
The same with the hammer.
All you get for Big Bro is the bone cutting saw, which is like Mad Donkey's weapon. Is not the same.
It's not the same.
I know, that's so funny. I was looking at the like suggestions on Fetch Your Life, whatever, for Eliza P. And like, what weapons you should use. Every boss was bone cutting saw.
Yeah, every single boss, weapon recommended, bone cutting saw. Every single boss in the game. It's just like, really?
It was really funny to read.
Is that good, eh?
Use it on Parade Master, like.
I don't understand. They must not have ever used the glaive. They never updated it.
Oh, we don't have somebody who is not familiar with the run, like in the call with us. So we can't do the joke here.
That's okay, because we can do the lore. It's Greg. Greg, I've come back to save you. Greg, no! You want to know about our fanfic in Liza P? Talk to Renee.
Yeah, Colonel Fats and Renee have created a long list of headcanon that nobody else follows. Just the two of them.
No, I have viewers in my stream who follow it.
I don't.
Listen, it's very important. Although if you don't make up stories, speedrunning is just, yeah. You'll go crazy. Also, I have decided to, start to focus. Didn't talk anything about this, but wait for it. He's dead.
We have Mountain Dew Code Red for a boss right here, and yeah.
There he goes. There's a very
get on the other side of the door.
Yeah, what? Why didn't you open this and help? Also, a classic video game thing. Why does this door open when he dies? Like, what is the science?
You could have called him in for help.
I didn't actually talk to him enough. Oh, okay. I didn't actually talk to him enough for him to give me the horn. Oh my goodness.
Also, Neil Newbon. For Asterion fans in chat, that's Neil Newbon.
I'm an Asterion hater.
Really? Oh my goodness.
I never played.
I can't have any of you on this couch again.
You could say we found a silver lining.
I mean, I'm a Gemini hater and a Resora hater just to be contrarian. Just to be contrarian. So it's safe to say that maybe Fan is an Asterion hater just to be contrarian.
That's possible. Or he doesn't like vampires. Or that. This guy have an opinion. He's the vampire. Oh, so sometimes that happens where you hit heavy before you start running, and then you do a really slow attack. I want to do that.
I'm about to do the only puppet string trick in the run.
So far, until I get Cat's Lock into the DLC, and she'll find like 100, because she's amazing at finding stuff. And do it a little easy, dodge the rock, then go up. You can just beat him, and the string actually stuns him. But if you don't, you miss. Also, the thing missed, so I had to finish it.
That was a rarity.
Little explodey guy usually gets him while I'm reposting, but just failed that time. Can you throw? Thank you. So we're going to take a purposeful hit from the rock thrower, because if we went right away, there's a chance we didn't get hit at all, but there's also a chance we got hit twice. And looking at my health, getting hit twice is probably fatal.
You'll be fine.
Elidoro prequel when, right? Imagine it's not Liza P2, it's Liza P0.
I'll be down for an Alidoro DLC. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. Low roll. That's why I finish it with the puppet string, because
nice.
we have to sit here, and that doggo will follow us and start ruining this. We're gonna wait 1 step, 2 step, and a half-ish, go. So even if he doesn't start running right away, we're still good.
Got stuck on the shield, but yeah, eventually moved it.
I probably should have rolled, but knowing me, I would have rolled off the ledge. So I was like, you know what? This is my fate.
That's how tiny bridges are.
Also, if you want to go fun, there's fun that way.
I recommend going that way.
Tunnel, highly recommended. Absolutely nothing bad is that way. You should definitely go that way.
Veronique's
Also,
over
this is
Veronique comes back.
Veronique comes back for round 2.
Oh, that's silly. Okay, so yeah, for some reason, if we break the back of this is Peter Drill. Yes, we named Peter Drill. If you break the back, he lets you get 3 charge heavies before the riposte. And that's like the perfect number to not have to do anything else.
Someone in chat had a great idea. If they made a prequel of this game, it would be called Lies of Pre.
Oh, that's yep.
That's really good.
You
very
win
good
the
chatter.
competition that we're having apparently. Also, the rarely used plunging attack. Yeah.
I've never knew this game had one, and I watched him play for the first when he first played through.
There's a tutorial for it. Yeah, there's a tutorial for it in the beginning of the game, the base game.
I thought it was just a backstab. I don't even know if there is.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I don't know. You never really.
I remember
go above the enemy.
Doing one, I remember doing one like pretty early on. Maybe I just figured it out early. I don't know.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just never used it. Perfect block the world. That was my strategy in this game, and it turned out the best weapon in the game involves parrying. So, did myself a favor.
Yeah, we are heading into Anguished Guardian is the next major boss, and his nickname is Angus, and he is the single tankiest enemy boss in the entire game, at least as far as we're aware.
We actually looked it up. His HP is like 55,000. The second most is like 40,000.
Oh, geez. Yeah, he's going to take a lot to kill, and unfortunately, there's no real way to script Angus. The script for him is poke him with a stick until he dies.
Keep hitting him with Fable parry heavies, and don't run out of Fable, and don't get hit. Okay, let's go.
Yep.
Didn't we think his health was like a Manus and a half combined?
It's close-ish. Manus is like almost in the 40s. I think he might be actually. Manus is actually the second highest HP enemy in the game.
I would have thought Arlecchino, but
yeah, no, he's third.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't do the follow-up. So this boss really is all about just knowing what to do on all of his attacks. So sometimes he does a tail slam after that. Sometimes he doesn't. Always assume he's going to. Or you won't be ready.
This boss is also unique because you'll notice that Fats is hitting the horn on his head and his hand. That horn is basically armor, and by attacking it, you'll deal damage, but you deal a lot more damage if you break the horns. And the horns only break after a certain number of hits. It's actually the amount of damage you deal to them is irrelevant. It's the number of hits. I think it's 50 hits.
There we go. Broke that one.
Yeah, so broke. So
it actually makes one of the punishes worse.
Yeah, well, but you get an instant stagger every time you break it, and then you get the chance to do a fatal attack, which is an entire cinematic sequence. We are not going to be doing that in this.
All right, we're probably getting big slam. Yeah, I don't know why this works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does that work? I don't know. It just does. That's Mitch had to comment. I've never known you could do that. I'm like, it was so many fights before that happened. I was like, what? So now he's gonna pop up because we broke his hand, which is just time loss.
GG.
There we go. Woo!
But yeah, if you're having trouble fighting Anguished Guardian and you want to break the horn, Saw Blade.
It does it really quickly.
Your pro tip. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it will do a lot of hits in very short succession, and the horns will break very quickly. And then once they break, you get a lot of free damage to them because you can just wail on them.
Yeah. Once you break them, they do take more damage, but like I haven't been able to find any consistency in trying to break them with saw blades. That going out of your way to get saw blades to try and do that, it just never ends up working out. So just fight him.
Yeah, that on top of the fact that the saw blades are prone to RNG because they hover around the spot where they hit, and if Anguish Guardian moves his hand or his head to a different spot, he might move out of range of the saw blades, and then you're not getting the hits that you need. So there's a lot of RNG involved. So you have to maybe trial and error it a few times, but that is your pro strat if you were having trouble with him.
Yeah, I think unfortunately the real strategy is sadly get good.
Yeah, really, that's what it boils down to.
I'm afraid to ask, but what are saw blades? Is that a weapon or a consumable?
It's
It is a throwable,
Okay.
like the shot put or grenade. It throws and then it kind of circles around. Yeah.
They never use it once in the speed run. In fact, I think the only throwables you actually use in the speed run are shot puts.
Shot puts and cluster grenades. And if you go in the main game, we use thermite and throwing cells and acid. We use all of them, actually.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Illusions Lady is throw a bunch of stuff at her and then Harry one attack.
Same with Archbishop.
Yeah,
So.
Archbishop phase 2 is just throw a bunch of stuff, parry, one attack. Yeah, normally wouldn't take these, but these are just safeties because a lot of the rest of this section, unless I die like right at the end for some weird reason, pretty forgiving if you do die. These aren't super long running sections. Mainly because we have the spear. Ow.
This is probably like the most linear part of the DLC from like this point to the very end. It's just one long pathway in a straight line.
Yeah, there are a couple. There's actually an entire optional cave around here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a few areas where you can like
end up right
off the
back
path,
here. Yeah, that's a cool area.
Yeah.
And there's one of the greatest NPCs that we don't talk to. Whoa, calm down. That enemy, terrible to kill. Very frustrating.
I've been told that you want to fight those Marlins.
You want?
Yes, you
absolutely
really want to fight them.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, that way is a really cool
fun to
NPC.
fight.
I actually missed him for a while in my first playthrough of the DLC. Wait, there's a dude over here?
Yeah, I missed him too.
He's a fisherman. Very cool quest. Very sad ending. That's most of all of the quests.
Every quest has a sad ending in this game.
Also,
They're all sad.
All right, let me just open this door.
Oh. Fun fact, if I just stand here and don't dialogue, I will stay in this pose forever. Look at my action pose. We're just gonna go through, blah, blah, blah. What about peace, man? He's like, nope.
You truly are a nuisance.
Ooh, the good opener, the two-hitter.
Nice.
So the plan is to basically perfect block his combos and then Fable parry the last hit. That is the worst of the combos because you can't really do much.
An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward from my
Okay,
contribution.
there's another. Also, because of his dialogue, we are not allowed to buff before the fight. So first phase, we can't. Okay, this should be one more. Never mind, okay, this is a weird script. All right. Oh, what happened? What's going on? Did you drink something funny?
Even though he told us not to.
Oh, he digivolved.
That is so.
I do like how the first attack always misses if you stand
Yeah.
still.
If you even try and hit him, he's immortal during that. You just can't. And bye.
GG.
So the final phase, if you do it right, he does the same thing every time. So it's pretty free once you get to that point. Honestly, we're good. Okay. So it's kind of interesting how this DLC works because if you know where you're going, the bosses from Veronique to Two-Face to like Peter Drill and then the shield guy and then Angus. Like, it's kind of almost like a boss rush. Well, now we have a very long run to the last boss.
Which
Even
is
if you
perfect timing for me to jump in and read an announcement then.
announce it up. Let's go.
Unless you had another thing to add on there.
Nope, you are. Let it rip.
It's just you.
For sure. Yeah, folks, one of our speedrun communities here at Games Done Quick is Black in a Flash. They are a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. Learn more about Black in a Flash at gdq.gg/BAF, or you can use !BAF in Twitch chat to learn more.
Shout outs to Bobby
Yep.
I love
Shout outs to Bobby, good friend of mine.
and PT.
Yes, PT. I actually got to have dinner with PT at AGDQ, which was very nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
She was fantastic. My first AGDQ. Yeah, we're still kind of just going through. So one thing about the rocket sphere is, unfortunately, one of the really time-saving P organ upgrades that we get way earlier in the run is reduced stamina consumption from dashing, which is sprinting. It's kind of weirdly worded. So you end up like you, as you can see, the green bar go down really slow, but the rocket spear is completely doesn't get affected by that. So we just are constantly sapping our green.
Yeah, your stamina drain is directly proportional to the amount of speed that you increase. So you're not losing out on sprinting potential. You're just doing the you're going faster and draining your stamina faster in the process. But in real time, it's faster. So that's the reason why it's better to do that.
Okay, y'all caught that, right?
Yep. That's by the way,
key.
all of that lore that was in that dialogue, by the way, will be on the test chat. So make sure that you have studied.
I'll even give you a hint. We gave her the key we found earlier.
Come on, we need to follow.
It comes up in a funny way later. That is all.
I
That
do
is your
like
only
how-
help.
I do like how you're kind of stuck in that position until Leia walks just out of the door frame, because they can't have you moving while she's moving, so they wait until she's just out of the door frame, then you can move.
So if you don't know where you're going, let's
Oh.
just wait for Leia to do her thing.
Oh yeah, Leia's toughest
She's
nails, by the
doing
way. She will
great.
absolutely mess these dudes up.
Yeah, these first wolves, they really upgraded the dogs in this game.
Really. They
These
did.
wolves.
We get the double.
Yeah, we got the double.
Nice.
This is very
Double kill.
satisfying. Usually you get one. Well, you can get one, and then Leia just takes the other one. So it's really not a. It's just cool.
You have some skill.
Oh yeah.
You must have had a good teacher.
I was actually born in a train and kind of gifted.
Jiminy's my teacher.
Yeah, I've just got a talking lantern that you won't reference at all. Sus.
I do
Leia
like
and Jiminy
how
are connected.
So, for those of you that, because I saw some talk about Leia lore, Leia you see is just obliterating everything. She's also very sick right now in the lore of the game. Imagine what she could do when she's healthy.
She could take down a certain boss. She did.
Maybe. Oh yeah, she did way back when, but now she's
Yeah.
sick. And she can't.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Not alone anyway.
Imagine being sick.
Imagine. I don't want to.
Well,
I want to
a
not
lot of
be.
people are sick. A lot of people are sick right now because they just got home from AGDQ and
I'm
Dawn
amazed.
Crud is a thing.
Last AGDQ, I got
pumped.
so sick. This I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess maybe. We did the whole run at last AGDQ, so I turned human enough to get sick. Whoa, hello, sir. Can we not do things we've never done before, please?
Edwin's back.
Edwin, the revenge.
We just need to cross this bridge.
Might have been a scary time to heal. All right, we're fine. Fine. Yeah, Edwin. Oh my gosh, she's still behind me. Just chill, bud. Chill.
Oh yeah, and if you're playing this, if you fight that guy right there, he drops an amulet. So,
Yeah.
for those of you that are playing this for the first time, just saying.
If you really want to do this part easily, just let Leia do everything.
Honestly, really, you can do
Like
that. She will
literally
just go
kite
into
one
literally
enemy
everything.
and then let her two-shot it, and then kite the next one.
Keep moving.
It is kind of funny how Leia pulls a Mario Kart.
Yeah, she don't want
The
to.
rubber banding is big.
She's destined to get first. Nope. Well, too bad.
You
She
open the
has the
door.
key.
Yeah.
I have the key. Okay. Normally I wouldn't, but we're gonna sit here just for safety because it's a long run
Safety's
back
sake.
on the
Yeah.
first mini boss in this
What?
Rose Estate. I always sometimes forget that Gemini has dialogue. I usually don't sit there. Also, don't look. That's sad.
Why does this keep happening?
No, it's not your fault, Leia.
It's 100% her fault.
You cannot say that. How dare you?
If she was faster, it would have been different.
She's so
She'll be okay. That would just
To be fair,
regardless of their resolve.
it's Romeo's fault.
Find Romeo.
That's all I'll say. I highly recommend playing this, though. The story is very good. I really love this game, so it pushed me to some tears. It's so good. What did I do? The secret hardest boss of the speedrun is actually the menu.
That's like every game.
Really is. Oh, nice opener. Thank you. An attack I actually know what you're doing. All right, what are you gonna do now? Slap 2, 3, and then the same attack. It's really delayed, but if you know that, you can get past.
Yeah, that's the hardest mini boss you struggle to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's the hardest mini boss. It's my personal demon. I'm just so bad.
You just struggle on them so much.
That was clean though, so I'm pretty proud of that. It's one of those, like, the attacks are just so slow that you always end up parrying too early. That's kind of the big issue.
Also, that guy that just rolled in to the dining room, I find that guy so often in randomizer. It's actually weird how
really?
frequently he shows up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see him everywhere.
I actually wonder how
don't get me wrong, but
I wonder how you would parry him with the glaive, because he like rolly balls into you, doesn't he?
you can do it. You can time it. I've done it. Yeah.
I was
the
not
timing's
using
tricky, but you
the
can.
glaive at all casually for this DLC, except the start. I used DLC weapons when I was going through. My favorite is, what is it? The Pale Knight? Is that what it's called? Something like that?
The
Final Fantasy
the
VIII
horse-
gun sword.
not Icarus. Yeah, the Gunblade, whatever it's called.
It's something, but it's so good.
My favorite was the first weapon you used.
The bow or the
buzzsaw, whatever.
Oh, the pinwheel.
pinwheel?
Yeah.
Oh, the pinwheel, yeah.
Actually, my first DLC weapon, fittingly enough, casually, was the Lorenzini bolt. I maxed this thing out and I was poking Brutus with it.
Well, I mean, it's the only technique weapon you get in the DLC, and if you're a tech build, that makes sense.
No, it was anytime I got a new weapon that I wanted to use, I'd go respec. Because I had the
Oh, did you?
statue
Okay.
open.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But I didn't want to
Not like
use
you're
the
using
bow, which you get first.
It's not like you're using the gold coin fruit for anything else.
Exactly.
A bow with this game doesn't feel right.
Oh, the base game is absolutely not balanced for the bow. It's actually kind of comical how silly the gameplay is in the base game with the bow.
Oh, interesting. I've like never given it an honest try, but I've seen some like boss showcase videos on YouTube where they kind of show off. It's got some cool sauce to it. It has a really unique riposte animation. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, it does. But yeah, if you want to mess around with it, get the bow, max it out, and go play through New Game Plus with it. It's quite silly. But we are coming up on the final boss very shortly. We've got one mini boss before we get there, and Fast just has to get this guy out of the way. Ooh,
Sir,
hello.
this is why I switched to the glaive. All right, so we
switch
found the
back to
new
the
hardest
glaive
boss
before
in the
you fight
game. Wow,
Oh wow.
that was a fun one. Yeah, we didn't even pull the lever.
Kind of a rare one, but
Hey, you know what? It happens.
Fifth to death.
Something like that. Okay. Right at the end of this section, too, of course.
yeah, right before you actually pulled the lever to open the door.
Okay. Oh, please, sir. Oh, my goodness. Okay, cursed. All right, let's try this again. So, if you wanted to clear out... Wait, did I pull it?
You did. You pulled the lever for the bookcase, not the door.
Oh, that confused me. Okay, yeah. I always forget that like changes this routing, but it's actually still
a little
fun.
bit.
All right, I'm gonna be smarter this time.
Please switch to the glaive before you get onto that platform.
Well, I don't want to get sniped in the back. I'm gonna dodge away. I'm just like, what even are your attacks, bro?
There we go. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, that guy's probably harder than this guy. Because that guy, I don't know what he does. This guy, I do know what he does.
This
So
guy's
run
pretty
in,
scripted. So.
break the table. We're gonna parry the opening into a heavy, then do a light follow-up, and then all we need is a light parry that I
Ooh.
failed. But honestly, this might be fine.
Oh.
I'm just gonna honorably fight you and parry your attack.
For one attack.
There we go.
Yeah. We've got the final boss coming up now. Nice. Conveniently, they actually tell you, hey, the final boss fight's coming up, so go do whatever else you want to do first.
I do like that.
But yeah, I wish more games would do that. That is really nice.
Yeah, it's like right here.
You're like, oh, is
The
this
last
final boss?
battle,
Oh.
revisit some places, unspoken words and promises, something, yada, yada. Okay. Thank you.
If you play the DLC and this boss coming up killed you a lot, you're going to get vicarious vengeance by watching Fats absolutely demolish his phase 2, because his phase 2 is fully scripted and it is quite funny to watch him just obliterate this guy.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
I like the Abyss Watchers reference. When you're outside the door, you hear the swords clashing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I never thought of that as an Abyss Watchers reference. That's a good point.
Yeah. So we're gonna use acid on his first phase. There's a really weird, hard to explain sequence that I go here. We only want his 4 hitting combos. So he's gonna get mini stunned here. If we perfect blocked one more attack, that would fully stun him, and we don't want that. Because we want it, because he actually gets new phase 1 attacks about this much health. But at this point, it doesn't matter. Well, might matter a little. Oh, never mind. I'm like, we low rolled, but then we high rolled. Okay, so here comes phase 2.
Time is going to be at the end of this fight after the fade out. So be ready on time. Coming up soon.
1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we should be good. We might low roll. We'll see. Throw the shot, puts a stun. Oh no, he's cooked. See ya.
Yep.
And time.
GG. There it is.
So
Well
beautiful
done.
to watch.
Oh, it's once you learn that and start practicing it and you can do it, it is the most satisfying parry I've learned in a game. Other than Claire Obscure, there's a really, really cool final optional boss that I parried now. That might be more fun, but I don't know. Very satisfying. Then we get this really cool cutscene, and possibly the best part about this game is you don't change to like vanilla costume. You get to do all the cutscenes and you're awesome. Like, how does my hat not fall off here?
Right?
Thank you so much.
It's glued to his hair.
And then you become Virgil.
Yeah. See, so
Bam, 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 bam.
I always see the Omni Slash from Cloud. But I play a lot of Final Fantasy. But yeah, there we go. That was
While it
Overture
lasted.
percent glitches.
But yeah, give all the shout outs you want and tell everybody where we can find you on the internet.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to start skipping through these because there's a really funny cutscene that I needed to show Dane that I didn't at GDQ, but we're wearing the proper masks.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge shout out to you, fan. First time on comms. Still hasn't played the game, but I'm going to get him to.
I'll see about that.
We'll see. Yeah.
I'll do it when the second one comes out.
Yeah, you played Liza P1 when Liza P2 drops. Hilarious. But yeah, that was Overseer's Percent. It's actually, a portion of a much longer run that I'll be grinding. All bosses, mini bosses with DLC glitchless. There is one boss that I actually did not fight in this run that is in the DLC that I will be fighting during that run. So follow me at twitch.tv/ChronoFed69 if you want to see me grind out that category. My PB is 1 death. We're just trying to do a deathless right now. I'm Colonel Fats on all social media. I'm definitely not on Twitter, but I'm on Blue Sky. And I also have a Discord, and I'm in the Speedrun, Liza P Speedrun Discord. I make guides, so if you're any bit interested in learning this game, whether it be the DLC or any percent, join the Liza P Speedrun Discord and check out that resources tab. There's tons of YouTube videos and tons of friendly people who would happy to answer and help. So yeah. That'll be.
And also, Colonel Fast has made a boss guide of like how to kill every boss in the speed run. And you're up to, I think you just finished up Door Guardian.
I just finished Laxasia. The last one is
Laxasia,
Manus,
okay.
And then we can go to the DLC. So slowly, They take a while. The biggest frustration with making boss guides, it's like Bros 1, huge example, literally 9 openers. When you've recorded 8 of them, to get that golden ticket last recording is so many fights. It's like, just do it.
Takes a long time, but yeah. Thank you again for showing this off and doing the salty run back. This was like almost 4 minutes faster than the run at HDQ. So
let's go.
Big ups there. We got even better than last time. So
yes,
but yeah, folks, that is going to be it for Crosshair here on the GDQ Hotfix. But fear not, we still have more Hotfix coming up because up next is Speedruns from the Crypt. So stick around for some spoopy speedruns. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Crosshair, and it'll be a fun one. So we will see you again in 2 more weeks. And as always, folks, no matter what your dreams, goals, or hopes are in this world, always keep them in your crosshair. We'll see you next time.